I wasn't even gonna film this today, but there is this. I don't know. There is this pressure I'm feeling to just sit down and say this. And I think it's because you are here, like you specifically. And there is something about that, the fact that you paused on this, that your eyes landed on these words. That's not nothing. That's actually the whole reason I'm talking right now. Because you've been waiting, not in some vague, poetic way. I mean, like you've literally been waiting. You have had moments where you thought maybe this time, and then nothing. Or worse, you got something that looked like love, but left you feeling emptier than before. And somewhere along the way, you stopped expecting it. You stopped looking. But you didn't stop wanting it. That wanting never went away. It just went quiet. And here is what I'm sensing. And I'm not even sure how to say this right, but there is a love moving toward you. Not the kind you've known, not the kind that asks you to shrink or perform or prove yourselves. That's another one. It's a different kind, and it's coming from somewhere you might not expect. Someone younger. And I know that word, younger, it probably lands a certain way. It probably lands like, oh, this is that kind of message. And look, I get it, I do. You've heard promises before, you've heard someone's coming, and then nobody showed up. But this isn't me promising you something I can deliver. This is me sensing something that's already in motion. Something that's been in motion for a while, actually, even if you couldn't see it. Because here is the thing about the love that's coming. It's not here to complete you. That's the part that's different. You're not broken. You're not missing a piece. You are already whole. But you've been, what's the word I'm looking for? Overlooked. Yeah, you've been overlooked. You've been in rooms full of people and felt invisible. You've loved deeply and had that love treated like it was ordinary, like it was nothing special, when it was everything. And this younger person, they are not gonna see you that way. They are gonna see the parts you tried to hide, the scars you think make you less beautiful, the moments of doubt you're embarrassed about. And they're not gonna flinch. They are gonna look at you and think, finally someone real. Finally someone who's been through things and came out the other side, not hard, but soft. Soft in a way that only comes from surviving. I'm feeling this so strongly right now. So strongly, like there is this recognition that's already happening in you. You know what I'm talking about. You've had moments where you caught yourself thinking about a future you'd given up on, where you let yourself imagine being seen, truly seen, and it felt so good you had to stop because it hurt too much to want it. That's the part of you that's been protecting itself, and it did its job. It kept you safe. But now it's okay to let that guard down, just a little. And I can already feel what some of you are gonna say in the comments. I can feel it before you even type it. Some of you are gonna say, I've been waiting for so long for this. Some of you are gonna say, I'm at an age where I stopped believing this could happen. Some of you are gonna say, I met someone younger and it scares me how good it feels. And one of you is gonna say something that stops me cold. You're gonna say, we don't take from each other. We just give freely. That's it. That's the whole thing. Not taken because you have been taken from. You've given and given and given until there was nothing left. And this love, it doesn't take. It meets you. It meets you. And there is gonna be another comment from someone who's grieving, someone who lost the person they thought they would spend their life with. And they're gonna watch this and feel angry. They're gonna call it bullshit because nothing feels real when you're in that kind of pain. And I feel that in my chest, just thinking about it. Because grief doesn't care about hope. Grief just wants the person back. And I'm not here to tell you what if you just believe hard enough, your pain will go away. That's not true. But what I'm sensing is that the love you had, the love you lost, it wasn't a mistake. It wasn't random. It was real. And that realness, it leaves a mark, a good mark, a mark that prepares you for something else, even if you can't imagine it right now. And look, some of you are skeptical. You are sitting there thinking, this is just another video feeding me a fantasy, and you're not wrong to be skeptical. You've been burned. You've believed before and had that belief used against you. So I'm not just gonna tell you to trust blindly. That's not it. What I'm saying is, pay attention to the quiet signals, the ones you've been ignoring, the gut feeling that tell you something is different about that person you just met, the coincidence that keeps happening, the dream that felt too real to be random. Because that's how this works. Not with trumpets and grand gestures, with quiet, with familiarity, with a sense of, I known you before, even though you just met. This younger person, they might already be in your life. Maybe they are someone you've dismissed because of the age difference. Maybe you put them in a category that felt safe, friend, co-worker, acquaintance, because anything more felt impossible. But I'm sensing that category is about to shift. Something's about to crack it open. And I know some of you are thinking about what other people will say. The judgment. Yeah, the judgment. The raised eyebrows. What are you doing with someone so much younger? Comments. Yeah, I hear that. And honestly, those people are gonna talk anyway. They always do. But here's what I've noticed The people who talk the loudest are usually the ones who have never felt a love like this, who have never been seen the way you are about to be seen. And their opinion, it doesn't get a vote in your happiness. It never did. You just gave it one. And you can take that vote back. You can right now. The other thing, I know some of you are gonna say you're gonna talk about relationships that drained you, left you wondering if you were the problem, if you were too much or too enough. And that's a specific kind of wound. It's not just heartbreak, it's confusion. It's questioning your own reality. And when you have been through that, your body learns to brace. You walk into new connections with your armor on, waiting for the other shoe to drop, waiting for them to show you who they really are. And this younger person, they are not gonna hide who they are. They have been through their own version of this. Maybe not the same, but parallel. They have been disappointed too. They have been ghosted, used, dismissed. They know what it feels like to give and get nothing back. And because they know they are not gonna do that to you, their walls are down in a way that younger people's walls usually aren't. They have done the work. They have sat with themselves. They are not looking for someone to save them. They are looking for someone to walk beside them. And that someone is you, and that someone is you. I'm getting this image right now. I don't even know if this makes sense, but it's like you have been holding your breath. Not literally, but like in your chest. There's this tightness you've been carrying for years, and you forgot it was even there because it's been there so long. And this person, when you're with them, you're gonna notice it loosening. You're gonna catch yourself breathing deeper, relaxing into moments instead of bracing through them. That's what safety feels like. Real safety. Not the absence of conflict, but the presence of trust. And there will be conflict. Let's not pretend otherwise. You're two different people with two different histories. You're gonna misunderstand each other. You're gonna have moments where patience is required. But here's the difference. The effort won't feel exhausting. It won't feel like you're the only one trying, because they are gonna meet you halfway every time. Not because they're perfect, but because they value what you're building. And that's amazing. Some of you have been alone for a long time, years, decades, and you have made peace with it. You've built a life that works, and that's good. That's really good. But there is a part of you, maybe a small part of you, don't even admit to yourself that still wants to be known, still wants someone to see you at the end of the day, not to fix anything, just to see. And that part's not weak. That part's human. That part's you. I know some of you are gonna say, I've been pushing them away. The age difference feels wrong. And I felt that resistance when I was turning in. It's real, it's protective, but here's what I'm sensing. That protection might be outdated. It might be based on fears that don't apply to this person. Because this person isn't like the others. They are not looking for a parent or a caretaker or a status symbol. They are looking for you, the real you, the one you've been hiding. And look, I'm not saying this is easy. I'm not saying doubt won't creep in. It will. There will be mornings when you wake up and wonder if you imagined it, if this person really feels what they say they feel. And on those mornings, you're gonna have to choose. Choose to trust what you know, choose to stay open, even when every past experience tells you to close. That's the work. That's the practice, and you can do it. You've done harder things. You've survived things that should have broken you. And this is the reward for the survival. There is something else, something I'm still trying to find words for. It's about the way this love will heal you, not by fixing you, because again, you're not broken, but by reflecting back the parts of you you've forgotten were beautiful, the parts you've dismissed, the love you don't let out because someone once told you it was too loud, the opinions you swallow because you learned early that what you think doesn't matter. This person, yeah, I feel it, this person, they are gonna ask, they are gonna want to know. And when you tell them, they are gonna look at you like you just gave them a gift, a precious gift. And in return, you're gonna give them something they have been searching for too. Stability, consistency, the knowledge that someone means what they say. That's rare. That's so rare in a world where people disappear and reappear and make you guess where you stand. You're not a guesser. You're not a maybe. You are a yes. And they're gonna feel that. I keep coming back to this feeling. Someone out there is gonna watch this and remember a dream they had, a dream about this person, walking through a field, holding hands, and they woke up crying because it felt so real. That's not random. That's your psyche showing you what's possible, showing you that the part of you that still believes in love, that part's not dead. It's just been waiting, and it's tired of waiting. It wants to leave. Some of you are gonna meet this person soon, like soon, weeks, maybe months, and you're gonna recognize them, not because they look a certain way, but because something in you will settle. That restless searching part will finally be quiet, and you will think, oh, it's you, it's always been you. And some of you are already with them. You're in that relationship right now, and you're scared because it's so different from what you've known. It's calm, it's steady, and your nervous system doesn't know what to do with calm because it's only no chaos. So You're waiting for the chaos to show up. You're waiting for them to reveal themselves as just like the others. But they won't. They are not gonna. And eventually your system will learn. It will learn that safety is real, that you're allowed to have this. I'm feeling this so much for you right now, like I'm literally getting goosebumps. That's not me trying to be dramatic. That's just what's happening. Because this is real. What you have been wanting, it's not too much. It's not unrealistic. It's not something other people get, but you don't. It's coming. It's already on its way. Do you feel that? And I know there is a part of you that's still skeptical, still waiting for the catch, and I get it. I really do. But here is what I'm sensing about that skepticism. It's not actually about this person. It's about you. It's about whether you can trust yourself to choose right this time, whether you can trust your own judgment after it's failed you before. And that's the real work. That work before the relationship, the work that happens right now, in this moment, while you're listening to me stumble through these words. Because if you don't trust yourself, you're gonna question everything. You're gonna look for proof that they are gonna leave. You're gonna test them in ways they don't deserve. And that's not because you're bad or broken. That's because you're scared. And fear talks loud. But you don't have to listen to it. You can hear it. You can say, okay, fear, I hear you. You're trying to protect me. I get it. And then choose differently. Choose to trust. Choose to stay open. I know some of you are gonna comment saying, I'm ready. I'm saying yes to this. And I know that can feel a little vulnerable to put out there. But what you're really doing is opening a door, letting a little light in. And you can do that too. You can say yes, not in a desperate way, but in a way that just opens, that lets possibility in. And if you're the person who's grieving, who's angry and watching this through tears, I see you. I'm not gonna tell you it's gonna be okay. Not yet. But what I will say is that the love you had wasn't a rehearsal. It was real. And real love leaves a mark that makes you capable of more love, not less. Even when it doesn't feel like that way, even when it feels like it emptied you out, something in you expanded to hold that loss. And that expansion, it's space. Space for something new, not to replace what it was lost. Nothing replaces that, but to stand beside it, to grow alongside it. This younger person, they are not here to be your savior. You are not here to be theirs. You are here to witness each other, to hold space for each other's becoming. And that's a different kind of love. It's not grasping. It's not clinging. It's just present. It's, I see you. I'm not going anywhere. And you don't have to be anyone but who you are. And I think that's what you've been waiting for. Not the grand gesture, not the fairy tale, just someone who stays, someone who sees, someone who doesn't make you guess. So here's what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna say it slow because I want it to land. You are worthy of that. Not because of what you have achieved or how you look or how well you hide your pain. You are worthy because you exist, because you are here, because you kept going when it would have been easier to stop. That matters. That counts. And someone is gonna see that. They are gonna see it, and they are gonna love you for it. And look, I know this has been a lot. I know that. That's how this works. I'm just saying what comes. And what's coming right now is this. You are ready. You might not feel ready, but you are. Everything you've been through has prepared you for this. Every disappointment, every lesson, every moment you thought was wasted. It wasn't. It was training. And now the training is over. Now it's time to live it. So take a breath. Let yourself be here. Let yourself be open. Not because you have to, but because you can. Because it's safe now. Because you're safe now. The person who is coming, they are not gonna rush you. They are not gonna push. They are gonna wait. They are gonna let you take your time. And when you're ready, when you finally let them in, they are gonna be there, just like they have been waiting, just like they have been preparing to. And you're gonna look at them one day, maybe 6 months from now, maybe a year, and you're gonna think, how did I get so lucky? And the answer is gonna be simple. You didn't get lucky. You got ready. You did the work. You stayed open. You chose to trust. And the universe, God, our God, it met you there. It said, okay, here, this one is for you. So, yeah, that's it. That's what I'm sensing. That's what's moving toward you right now. Not in some distant future, right now, in this moment, as you listen these words. You're not alone in this. You never were. And you're about to find out just how not alone you really are. This love is truly real, and you are the main reason why it will come into your life.